Revenge.
Liar!
This is about saving the future of humanity!
Jean-Luc, blow up the damn ship!
No! No! I will not sacrifice the Enterprise. We've made too many compromises already. Too many retreats. They invade our space, and we fall back. They assimilate entire worlds, and we fall back. Not again. The line must be drawn here! This far, no farther!
The line must be drawn here. I'll be drawing some lines today. Hello everybody, this is Jason Robinson, Illustration by Design. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can see me. I'm right here. Hello. And I am a graphic artist, illustrator. And today I'm going to be drawing JEAN-LUC Picard from Star Trek The Next Generation. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. Thanks for showing up and hanging out. I don't know if anybody's here at all, but if you are here, hello. Hey, Jeff Potts is here. How you doing, Jeff Potts? Good seeing you. Yeah, you just saw a little short trailer for Secret Comics Presents, the horror comic that I drew last fall, and that's still available. If you go down to the description below, you can click the link and still buy copies of it, signed by myself, the artist, and Nasser Abadi, the writer. And so make sure you do that. Make sure to hit the like button, give this live stream a thumbs up, and if you would, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. it has been a little over a week since I last live streamed. Just taking a little break, but I'm gonna try to be doing more live streams, in the next, few days, and hope you guys will be kind enough to join me. Like I said, I'm gonna be drawing JEAN-LUC PICARD, I guess over the next couple hours, and see how far I get. I've been trying to do a sketch a day, but did that through most of January, but after a while it kind of gets overwhelming, so I had to kind of slow down a little, give myself some time to rest and stuff. So I'm going to try to start up again and see how much I can get done. I don't know, see how much I can get done in about 2 hours, see how far I get with JEAN-LUC, and then let you guys carry on with your days. Hope you guys have had a good week, good weekend, and you guys are well rested. I had to help move someone this weekend, so that was a lot of fun. But we got it done. It was a little exhausting. It took about 5 hours, but the work got finished. Now I get to actually do something somewhat fun and draw. So. Sorry. Let's drink some water before I get started. And let me think. What else do I need to say before I start drawing? Not much, I don't think. I think everything's working here. I think. Okay. Okie dokie. Well, let me get started, and if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. No, I started watching, I don't know if you guys ever saw the Jack Reacher movies from about a decade ago with Tom Cruise as Jack Reacher, but they made a TV series about it with the character on Amazon Prime, and that premiered on Friday. Now, I don't read the books myself. My mom's a big fan, and she always complained about the Tom Cruise movies because the character he plays in the Jack Reacher films, in the books, he's supposed to be 6'5". He's supposed to be like a ginormous guy, a huge, ex-military guy who sort of wanders the country on foot, hitchhiking his way across America. And so she always complained that Tom Cruise's version of Jack Reacher did not live up to to his reputation in the books, because Tom Cruise is only about 5'7", or maybe 5'6", I have no idea. So he's about a foot shorter than the character in the books. But with this new TV series, apparently they hired someone who's a little closer to the character's height in the books. They hired Alan Ritchson. Ritchson? I think that's how you pronounce his name. Alan Ritchson. And he is about 6'2", 6'3". So he is much closer to the height of the Jack Reacher character than Cruise was. Let's see. Let me remove that. Let me hide that. Hey, my sketchbook, how you doing? My sketchbook just dropped in and say hello. Hello. Hope you're getting a lot of work done. Actually, let me turn my brightness on my cell phone up so I can actually see if anybody stops by. Unfortunately, I wanted to start earlier than now on this drawing, but I got behind. Now I feel bad because I think Matthew Costin's going to start live streaming at 3 o'clock. So I'm like, I don't want to cut into his regular live streaming time, but here we are. But fortunately, there aren't that many people watching, so hopefully that won't interfere with max viewership. Yeah, I started watching this Jack Reacher TV series on Amazon Prime starring Alan Richardson, and he's really good. Alan Richardson has been in tons of other sort of comic book, sci-fi related shows. He played Aquaman in Smallville. He played Raphael, the Ninja Turtle, in the latest batch of live action films with the Ninja Turtle starring what's her name? Can't remember her name now. She was married to Brian Austin Green, hot girl who was also in the Transformers movies with Shia LaBeouf, the first two. He was in those movies, and then he most recently played a Hawk in the Titans live action TV show on I think it's on HBO Max. But he did a good job. Great portrayal of the Reacher character. A very kind of funny character, brutal fighter and stuff. He did a good job. So we sort of binge watched all 8 episodes this past weekend, my wife and I. So it turned out to be a weekend well spent. So now all we have to do is just wait for the next season. Because the first season, this first 8 episodes, covered the first book in the Jack Reacher series, and I think there's like 25 books. So I guess potentially there could be 25 seasons, but I don't know if Alan Richardson is going to be playing this character for the next 25 years. So they'll probably just do like 2 or 3 seasons, maybe 4, and then move on. Let's see. Let me see. I probably should have warmed up before I started the live stream, because every time I start drawing after not drawing for a while, it takes me a little while to get back into the drawing mode.
Here, in a greatly simplified form, we have the 4 elements needed in every timepiece.
Let's see, GJ Peterson says Picard A. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna try to draw him. See how close I get. Hey Gabrielle, how you doing? She says, hello, I'm here to show my support. How's it going, everyone? I'm doing okay. I was just mentioning how my wife and I watched the new, I guess, Jack Reacher TV series on Amazon Prime. So, spent the weekend doing that, helping someone move on Saturday. So, yeah, overall doing okay. Hope you had a good weekend. Let's see. Always hard to. I guess. Let me just start rough sketching stuff out. Well, it says I'm here for the electro swing. Okay, cool. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Now, usually, I mean, my StreamYard has renewed, so usually I'd be using StreamYard, but I need to practice using OBS for when StreamYard runs out, my free monthly sort of service after 20 hours. So I'm using I'm going to use OBS as much as possible this month. Also, I've noticed that with OBS I can stream in 1080p high resolution as opposed to 720 with StreamYard. So, and I can also stream the music through the software so you guys can actually hear it. It won't be all garbled and stuff. So that's another. Those are a few benefits to me sort of using OBS directly as opposed to StreamYard. StreamYard is easier overall, but you sort of sacrifice other things by using it. Let's see. Gabrielle asks, "What electro swing playlist is this?" It's just a playlist that I sort of cobbled together over a couple years. The main you can get. Sorry, I'm sort of fanning myself. Let me turn the fan. What happened? The fan just turned off. Dag nabbit. What just happened? Hold on. Oh, you got unplugged. The main performers on this playlist, Electro Swing, is made by two people. Odd Chap, Odd, O-D-D, Chap, C-H-A-P, and the other guy is Techno Axe. That's T-E-K-N-O-A-X-E. Techno with a K, Axe, A-X-E. And both those guys can be found on YouTube. Just type their name in the search, Odd Chap and Techno Axe, and you'll find tons of electro swing music from both of them. From both of them. Well, it says, "Don't encourage me with electro swing questions. Too late." DJ Pearson says, "StreamYard is only 720. Dang, I didn't know that. I should probably get OBS." Well, it's only 720 unless you buy. I think you have to buy like their sort of higher level. What are they called? Their higher level tiers in terms of their their monthly subscriptions. So if you have, especially if you have like the free tier, then it's 720. And I think even if you pay the normal, I think $20 a month tier, I think that is also 720p. I think you only get the high resolution 1080 if you buy their business tier, and I think that's like $30 or $40 a month, and I'm not I have no interest in paying that much money just to be able to live stream, especially if I'm able to live stream using OBS. And OBS took me a little while to figure out. I had to ask a bunch of people who use it, and and also just watch some YouTube videos to figure out exactly how to do it. But I kind of got the hang of it now. I'm able to do, I guess, the minimal things that I want to do for these live streams. So as long as I can do that, I'm satisfied. I'm happy. DJ says, I think I have an annual subscription, but I don't pay that kind of money. Yeah, I mean, I have no, personally, I have no interest in paying that that kind of money, just to live stream. I don't make any money from live streaming. I'm not monetized, so it doesn't really benefit me to, dish out, over $100 a year to, for streaming, live streaming service. Let's see. I'm trying to. Trying to get these proportions right, and it's just. Alright, let's see. Keep working at it. This is the fun part. Alright. It's like every time I draw something, it's like I think I got it down. I think I got the hang of it, and then the next time I do a drawing, it's like no, you don't have the hang of it.
Probably the Hicks gang. Bring your horse, they're headed for Pine Creek. Guess they're going through the camp. Hurry up and I'll meet you at Frank's.
Alright, that eye looks okay. How does that look? Oh, my friend's been bugging me to watch the Boba Fett TV show on I guess Disney Plus. So I finally started watching it. I guess last Thursday. I watched the first 2 episodes, and it was okay. I mean, it wasn't so great that I was compelled to binge watch it and watch like every episode at once. But I found out this weekend that they brought back Luke Skywalker from young Luke from The Mandalorian. Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett are all set sort of in that sort of limbo zone between Return of the Jedi and the end of Return of the Jedi and the start of the new trilogy that came out, about 7 years ago. So Luke is still young. It's right after he defeated Darth Vader, blah blah blah, and so the Mandalorian last season showed a computer sort of generated Luke as a young man, coming in and fighting a bunch of robots and stuff, and saving Baby Yoda and everything. And but he looked, the computer generated Luke looked terrible. He looked CGI. His face looked like it'd been put together in some computer, computer generated program. And so he had the uncanny valley look in his eyes, that sort of dead look that computer generated characters have. When I saw it, I was just like, oh, that's terrible. But in the newest episode of what I guess it's called the Book of Boba Fett, they had Luke Skywalker back again training Baby Yoda, on some planet, but the CGI was like 100 times better. It was so much better. He actually looked like a real person. He looked like Mark Hamill as a young man. You could still kind of tell that it wasn't 100% real, but at least it wasn't glaring. It didn't stand out like a sore thumb that this is just like a completely fake, sort of computer generated character. He didn't look like a cutscene from a video game, like the character did last year. So, and I started, I was like, wow, why does this look so good? And then I went on YouTube and I looked it up, and it was because of what Gabrielle just mentioned. They got smart and they hired Shamook, who is a popular deep fake artist. If you don't know what deep fakes are, it's basically deep fakes are when you take video footage of a person, and not just one video image, but like thousands of video images. You put it into a computer, and the computer is able to create a compilation of these various video sources of this one person, say Robin Williams, and they're able to take those images and make a fake Robin Williams based on the original video footage that you feed it. So if you take 1,000 shots of 1,000 clips of Robin Williams, talking, doing certain things, whatever, feed it into a computer. The computer can sort of amalgamate those sources, and you can use what the computer comes up with to replace Robin Williams' face onto any other person. You have like a guy who's not Robin Williams and replace his face with Robin Williams based on what the computers come up with, and it creates what's known as a deep fake, a very realistic fake of the person you're trying to emulate. So what they did was they hired this guy named Shamook, who is very popular on YouTube, who's done phenomenal deep fakes of famous actors like he's done like tons of people. He did Jack Nicholson. He's done what's his name? I can't remember the various people he's done, but when the Mandalorian episode with young Luke came out last year, he did a deep fake using footage from, I think, the Return of the Jedi of Luke Skywalker, and he replaced the face from the Mandalorian with the faces that he came up with through his computer program, and it looked so much more realistic. As a result, Disney hired him to do the new deep fakes for this latest episode of the Book of Boba Fett, and it shows. I mean, it's like night and day. They really improved the quality of Luke Skywalker's face on this new show, and he looks 95% real. He looks like young Mark Hamill. So they did a good job, and hopefully they'll continue doing stuff like that for future things, because it'd be great if they had like a Luke Skywalker series, and they use that technology. What did Luke Skywalker do between Return of the Jedi and what was it, the Force Awakens? What was he doing besides drinking cow milk, space cow milk, and stuff? It would be pretty cool. And they of course they hired Mark Hamill to do the voice, so it's still kind of Mark Hamill's performance. It's still his words. They're still using his face for the show, but they have another actor as doing the sort of the body work. It's another actor performing as Luke, and then they replace that actor's face with this deep fake of Mark Hamill, young Mark Hamill as Luke. So it seemed like a pretty good result. Gabriel says, yeah, the deepfake technology is getting crazy good. Yeah. Ever see the deepfake versus CGI Luke? Interesting stuff. Yeah. That's the guy that they hired, Disney. Also scary, but used for good is pretty cool. Yeah, it could be used for fakery. It could be used for evil, I suppose, like anything else. Any technology can be used for good or ill. So. I hear thumping outside. I was like, what's going on? Alright, I think I got the eyes right. I just have to make the rest of the head conform to his eyes. But yeah, I mean, I kind of skipped like, how many? I think I skipped like 4 episodes just to watch that deep fake. So I wasn't so much interested in the Boba Fett TV show as I was in seeing how good how much they improved on young Luke's CGI face. Whew, let's see.
My friend, we cannot keep this a secret any longer. Can your heart stand the shocking facts about grave robbers from outer space?
Okay. The bunny actor is definitely being a good sport. He's really doing a great performance as well. Yeah, I mean, I see a body actor as being no different than a stuntman. They go into it knowing that they're not the star of the show. People aren't there to see the stunt. Well, they are there to see stunt people, but their job is to help create this illusion that this character, young Luke, is real. So if it's a combination of the body actor, the stunt double, and Mark Hamill, that's fine. I mean, I don't think there's any. It has nothing to do with being a good sport. It has to do with just knowing that you're part of a production, and your role is to do X, Y, and Z. The role isn't to be the face of Luke Skywalker. That's Mark Hamill's role, and the role of the computers and Smook or whatever his name is, to create that illusion. So, hey now, Health Warrior, how you doing? Good seeing you. Gabriel says, so when are we getting holodecks? I don't know. I think that's what Mark Zuckerberg wants to sort of. I think he wants the patent on that with his Meta scam. His newest scam that he's trying to thrust upon the world.
The electric light, vitamins, radio, and even television. And now some of us laugh at outer space.
We all enjoy being together, but is anyone left out? I think so. Well, that's our guest list. Now, invitations. Shall we write? Dear Alice, would you like to come to a party at my house Saturday, March 24th at 8 p.m. So why bother to write? It's just an informal party. Let's just phone everyone.
Deborah says she's just hanging out during her lunch break. Deborah must be in California, or somewhere out west. Because where I am, it's 3 o'clock. It's a little past lunch. Deborah says I have the late lunch break today.
The best thing I know for breaking the ice and getting people acquainted is some good liquor.
It's a big night.
I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world.
DJ says, just tested OBS. The video seems fine, but the audio was kind of terrible. The audio is good though. I wonder what I did wrong. Not sure. What is your, I don't know what your video camera is. It might be that. I mean, it took me a while to sort of get the hang of OBS and how it worked. So, I mean, yeah, I would just keep fiddling with it. It's probably something that you just don't have completely right, because OBS should work fine. I know a number of people who still use it. They don't use StreamYard. They use OBS because they think it, you know, and it does. It has some benefits over StreamYard, but the others should work.
I mean the kind of music men hum or whistle when they feel on top of the world. And gentlemen, one of the many things that give you that tip-top feeling is the pleasure of being well dressed.
And I'm using just straight OBS. I'm not using what's the other one? There's another version of OBS. There's hold on. Yeah, there's OBS, there's straight OBS, and then there's Streamlabs OBS. I'm just using the plain OBS, so it might be a little different if you're using Streamlabs OBS. I don't know. Hey Ash, how you doing? Oh, okay. Yeah, she's here. DJ Pearson says I did screen capture routed audio from my headset output, but yeah, I guess I just need to fiddle with it. Yeah, fiddle with it. You'll get it. And Rush says, so anyways, anti-monitor Alpha's Superman. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people can beat Superman. Batman can beat Superman, so at this point it's not that hard to beat Superman. I'm pretty sure the way they're written right now, Superman's gay son can beat Superman, so.
Forged out of the past and into the present, into the dream of the future.
Eric Hawkins says his son ain't gay, he's bisexual. Well, until he actually shows he's attracted to women, he's gay. So so far he's only shown attraction to other guys. So yeah, Tim Drake is bisexual because he's shown that he leans both ways, whereas Jonathan Kent only shows that he leans one way. TJ Pearson says also that the card is looking pretty good. Oh, thanks. I'm still trying to get the proportions right. So hopefully it'll look better by the time I'm done. Hopefully you guys can see it. I know I'm drawing very lightly. So but I want to draw lightly so that if, not if, when I mess up, or when I see that I've messed up, I can erase it without having to, tear the paper apart to get all the pencil marks out. And DJ says that Gabrielle was working in a black hole. Confirmed. Possibly. Nash says, I started collecting collectible action figures, or how you like to belittle them and call them toys. They are toys. Because they're toys. They're not action figures. You're playing with dolls, Yush. Nighthawk Warrior says he's dating girls, Jason. He's dating girls. I haven't seen any girls that Jonathan Kent has dated. At least they haven't made a big stink about it like they have with him dating some rando pink-haired guy. See, DJ, let me know when he actually kisses girls. Okay, then we can say he's bisexual. DJ Peterson says omnisexual. He's attracted to all genders because he's inclusive. Ah, yes, yeah. I know. I cringe reading it. So. Vic says, draw the Ottawa truckers protest viral. Yeah. Hey, Humphrey Bear, how you doing? Good seeing you. Nash says, the cringy superhero is Superman. The rest are not as cringy. Batman is a bit cringy. There are a lot cringier superheroes than Superman. A lot of them. Superman is so cringy that every other superhero has basically copied him over the last, 90 years? Not 90, maybe 85 years. When did Superman come out? Superman came out in 38, so that was 83, 80... Yeah, 85 years ago. So, if everybody else is copying you, you can't be that cringy. like calling the iPhone the cringiest iPhone around, the cringiest cell phone around. But everybody copies iPhone, so how can it be cringy? Yes, says, so is Starro technically the strongest DC character other than the Presence? Starro is barely mentioned anywhere. Starro got his butt kicked in the last Suicide Squad movie, so I don't know how strong he is. If a bunch of no-name characters kicked his butt. Nighthawk Warrior says, I only prefer the DC Rebirth portion of the recent DC Comics, and the only DC series I can stand is Batman run currently, and the Wonder Woman isn't that bad. Yeah, Batman is the one. Batman seems like the one character they mess with the least whenever they do a reboot of their universe, DC. Like with the New 52, I wouldn't be able to tell that was a new Batman if they didn't tell me, because they pretty much just kept the same personality, the same characters, the same everything during the New 52 that they did previous to New 52, and then after New 52 he was exactly the same. He didn't change. He probably changed like 1%, you know, throughout all those different universe changes they did over the past decade. Where Superman changed a lot, Wonder Woman changed a lot, Aquaman changed a lot, you know, so, you know, I think DC knows, you know, sort of what side its bread is buttered on, and they don't want to mess with Batman. They're happy to mess with Superman. They're happy to kill Superman. Make his kid gay, and change him into, change Kal-El into some sort of dopey, jean wearing, t-shirt wearing goon. They don't really care that much about changes to Superman. What they do in the 90s, they like split him up into two different people. They killed him, and they split him up into electric blue Superman and then like electric red Superman. I mean, they screw with Superman a lot at DC. They don't mess with Batman that much though. I mean, I think since he's pretty much been the same ever since The Dark Knight Returns, since Frank Miller sort of changed him into grumpy old Batman. He's been that way ever since. So they don't want to mess with their success. Jeff Potts says, the scene you show from First Contact with Picard is one of my favorite Picard scenes, one of the few where the man actually got to express some emotion. Yeah, I mean, I like the scenes where Picard shows that he's not just like a stoic automaton, that he actually has feelings or emotions. I mean, one of my favorite episodes was the one where he sort of, they encounter this sort of satellite in space, and his psyche gets sucked into it, and he lives a complete life as a member of the planet that satellite is from. So he gets to experience sort of the lifestyle and the he gets to understand the population of that planet in a split second. I mean, the whole thing happens in a second. To the crew who are watching him, on the bridge, but to him, he's lived an entire life because this satellite has sort of mesmerized him and sort of force-fed his brain, all this information from the planet. And I love that episode because he experiences, I think it's like his wife dying, his kids dying. And his whole planet is sort of slowly dying because there's this sort of worldwide apocalyptic event that's happening where this planet's slowly dying, and you know, he lives out his life, you know, experiencing that. Hey, Nighthawk Warrior, you have a great day. You take care. Yash says, they say Azathoth is technically the most powerful character there is. He is an H.P. Lovecraft character, but basically the universe and everything in it is Azathoth's dream, so if he is awoken, it's over. Okie doke. I know nothing about Azathoth. I know almost nothing about H.P. Lovecraft other than Cthulhu. So I'll just have to take your word for it. I should probably read more sort of pulpy horror fiction. I mean, I like pulp fiction, but I've never really gotten into like the pulp horror type stuff from the 20s and 30s from Lovecraft. Probably should though, because I like Robert Howard's stuff, you know, Conan, and especially what's his name, Solomon Kane. I really like those stories. So they're sort of in the same vein. A little more adventure than horror. Yeah.
What you get in a hi-fi set is best described as presence, a feeling of life and nearness in the music. Once you've heard high-fidelity reproduction, you'll be hard to satisfy with anything less.
Brian Lumley is the best Lovecraft author. I highly recommend his books. Wouldn't the best Lovecraft author be Lovecraft himself? I don't know. That's like saying someone else is the best Tolkien author. But Tolkien wrote the books. Upper Bear says, have a nice stream, Hawk. Gabrielle asks, Jason, how do you start your realistic portraits? Do you have a pencil layout of the whole face, or do you start with the eyes? Well, I mean, if you watch, I mean, I just basically start off with an oval for the head, and then I bisect it, just standard, you know. Well, let me see if I can. Standard drawing technique, I guess. Do I have a pen? I should have a pen. I'm an artist. I don't have a pen though. Hold on. Let me find a pen. I know I have a brush pen somewhere. Brush pen. I want to find a pen so you can actually see what I'm doing. Nope. Is this it? Nope. That's it. Here it is. Okay. Basically what I do is just what they teach you in any basic drawing class. Just start off with an oval, and then I just bisect it for the center line, figure out where the eyes are, halfway between, you know, forehead, top of the head and bottom of the head, halfway between the eye line and the chin line, the nose line, halfway between the nose line and the chin line, mouth line, and then I just adjust it depending on each person I'm drawing, because they're all different. They have different sized noses, whatever. But yeah, I just start off with that, and then from that point, I guess I usually just start with the nose and try to figure out like the shape of the nose, like how whether it's broad or thin or whatever, and then again just lightly try to establish that position, and then from there, then I start with the eyes, because once I get the eyes done, or at least the position of the eyes correct, then I have a better sense of where everything else has to go. From the eyes, I can tell, like, where do the cheek, does he have high cheekbones, low cheekbones, where the cheek go, where do his brows go, again, does he have frown lines or not, where does his mouth go, his lips, are they thin, are they full, and I can just sort of work from there, and then I try to, again, I try to keep in mind just the proportions of everything, how close are the eyes to the size of the head, and I just constantly try to check and recheck, because if something's off and I finish the drawing, it just looks weird by the time the drawing's done. So I try to just keep all that stuff in mind as I'm drawing it. Where do the ears go? Do they hang low? They go to a certain point. Where's the hairline? Does he have hair? Blah blah blah. So that's that's generally how I sort of figure it out. And it's just, like I said, it's just sort of constantly checking and rechecking and reworking it as I need to. It might look good as I start off, but as I get further into the drawing, I might find that something's off. So that's why I tend to draw lightly, until I'm confident that I have the proportions right, and then I go back and I start actually tightening things up and darkening some of these lines, because I just, I kind of hate having to redraw everything, if I screw up. So I'd rather just draw it lightly, make sure that everything is proportioned correctly before I start putting in final lines. Yeah, it's just standard oval. It's just the basic things that they sort of taught me when I was a kid, and then I just sort of build from there. So. DJ Peterson says, scratches together something to show his art style. Still makes a better picture than me. Well, it's just practice. It's like sports or anything else. I mean, anything that you're good at that I probably stink at. If you guys can play an instrument, it's just all because you practice. It's the same thing with drawing. Drawing's no different. When other kids went outside to play, I just stayed inside and drew cartoon characters. So. I think this is okay. It's not too bad. Okay. I might actually be able to sit down and start tightening things up. I've been staying up this entire time. clean my glasses so I can actually see what I'm doing. Move the light over. That'll be a big help. Oops. Let me try not to. I probably won't finish this today, but I'll finish it off. You know, when the stream's over, I'll finish it off camera, and then I'll post it on social media. So if you haven't already, please follow me on social media. You can just go down below. All my links are down there. You can also see some of it sort of streaming across the screen at regular intervals, but you know, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Facebook, and you will see the finished piece once I finish it. And as usual, I mean, if anyone's interested in buying it, I'll be selling it for $60 in the United States, free shipping. You know, if you're outside the United States, you'll have to pay the cost of shipping, but you can have the original art if you like. Otherwise, I'll just be gathering dust in my sketchbook with all the other lonesome drawings that I've done over the months and years. Hey Gabrielle, you take care, okay? Good seeing you. Marsupial Gamer, good seeing you. So I just found out they made 6 Sharknado movies. Sharknado Marathon Time. Yeah, I guess. One was enough for me. I mean, I've seen clips of a few of them, but it's just they're so. I mean, they're movies that are so bad. They're good in a sense. I mean, they're you watch them just to see the the dopiness. But when is Shark Week anyway? Is that coming up? I have no idea. I don't even know when the Super Bowl is. Is that next week? Did they already have that? I have no idea. Marcibu says, this looks like a very serious Jean-Luc. Is there a jovial Jean-Luc? If so, I've missed him. I'm trying to think of when I've seen Jean-Luc Picard in a overly, you know, sort of effusive mood. He's very, he's pretty stoic. So, Shark Week on Discovery Channel, that's in the summer. I don't care about Super Bowl. Yep, me either. The only thing I really care about is, in regards to Super Bowl, is the fact that Puppy Bowl happens the same day. So I like to watch that. But the Super Bowl itself, I have very little interest in. I would say no interest. I keep on banging into it. There's so much stuff in here. Every time I move my chair back, I run into something. Then I gotta stand up and see what I'm messing up because I'm sitting down and my perspective is all wonky because I'm lower down than usual. So I have to stand up and correct all the mistakes I just made from being too low. Yeah, I watched that the new I guess Picard TV series last year. Maybe it was 2 years ago, before COVID. It deals with Picard when he's older, you know, with starring old Patrick Stewart and a bunch of other people. It was okay, but I don't know. It was kind of bad. I was pretty disappointed by it. It's cool that they had that data in there and that they had what's his face, Brent Spiner in a new role on the show. I thought that was interesting, but the characters on the show didn't make any sense whatsoever, and they acted so dumb. It made very little sense to me, and it kind of annoyed me. And now they have a second season of Picard coming up, and I am not, as opposed to the first season, which I was looking forward to because I'm a big fan of Star Trek and Next Generation. I have no interest in seeing the new season. It was just kind of killed my interest last season. Jeff Potts says, "Oh, Costin's on, trying to steal your thunder." No, I'm kind of stealing Costin's thunder. I feel bad because I know that he streams on Monday afternoons, but I needed to actually stream myself because I haven't streamed in a week, and I try not to stream the same time Matt is, and I originally planned on streaming at noon today, but I just fell behind, so I feel bad. So I love watching Matt Costin's live streams, his drawing streams. He's just really good.
That's a telegraph message.
Yes, about 125 years ago, Samuel Morse invented the telegraph, a way to send code messages over an electric wire. The code was made by using different clicks for each letter of the alphabet. First message sent over 40 miles of wire was, "Poison as God wrought." Telegraph was, and still is, wonderful.
Yeah, but I don't know when the new season of Picard comes out, so I think they're gonna have Q this season. He's gonna show up again, which is interesting. And Guinan, Whoopi Goldberg, will be showing up as well. And hopefully they are not they won't be editing out all of her scenes because of her recent kerfuffle on The View last week. So. You know you're making it hard for me to start drama here, right? Okay, I'm sorry. I'll try to make it easier for you. There's definitely a jovial JEAN-LUC, says Marsupial Gamer. Not very often though. Yeah, I haven't seen him being jovial that often. He's usually pretty grumpy. He made Star Trek interesting. Yeah, he was kind of stupid at the beginning, the first episode of Next Generation. I thought the character was dumb, but he grew on me. You know, he became less of a. He started off as sort of like a threat. You know, it's like, oh, you know, I'll destroy all of humanity, blah blah blah, unless you show you're worthy, whatever. And then he became more of like a Bat-Mite character. You know, he's just sort of like an annoying character who just showed up to pester JEAN-LUC and the Enterprise. And at that point, then I kind of liked him a lot more, because I knew, you know that when he shows up, it's not really a threat to the Enterprise. It's more of just like, you know, he's just like a practical joker who just shows up to be kind of a pest and, you know, an annoyance. And then it's just, you know, you just want to see like, you know, how's the Enterprise going to get out of whatever sort of nonsense Q gets them wrapped up into. That'd be cool if somehow like DC Comics made it so that Bat-Mite was part of the Q continuum. That'd be interesting. What's going on? I hear doors slamming. Down the hall, next door, something's going on. I suppose as long as there's no gunshots and police sirens, it's okay. Marsupial Gamer says, I will not ever watch any of Picard. Star Trek ended after Voyager. After Voyager. Well, they had Enterprise. I liked Enterprise. I thought that was pretty cool. So I would say after Enterprise, Star Trek ended. I tried watching Star Trek Discovery. garbage, complete trash. Picard, unfortunately, followed the same sort of pathway that Star Trek Discovery went on, and ended up being pretty much trash. Although, I mean, I like seeing the characters again. You know, 7 of 9, I like seeing her again. But it's just like a lot of just nonsense writing in it. Really bad characterizations of the people they were sort of writing about. So it did not do it for me at all. DJ Peterson says, yeah, that Holocaust comment was interesting. Yeah, it was just stupid. I mean, you know, Whoopi has been in showbiz long enough to and not just in showbiz. I mean, I mean, the woman's almost, was she in her 70s now? I mean, she knows what the Holocaust was, and she says something so just dumb. You know, it's like, don't. Oh man, yeah. Like, don't. Yeah, it's just stupid. But if Whoopi were a Republican, if Whoopi were conservative, she'd be out of a job. I mean, when you think about it, Whoopi works for ABC, which is owned by Disney, and Whoopi still has a job for saying something that's pretty. It's not quite Holocaust denial, but it's pretty close to it. She still has a job, whereas Gina Carano simply compared the way that people, you know, how neighbors sort of turned on each other in World War II to, you know, in Germany, to how people are turning on each other, neighbors are turning on each other here in America today, and she lost her job. I mean, she didn't say. I mean, she didn't even say it. She just. I think she just retweeted a meme, and she lost her job. Whereas Whoopi outright says something on live TV that's blatantly, provably false, and you know, she only gets like a 2-week suspension. It's kind of jarring how sort of the treatment is completely different depending on the politics of the person involved. Roseanne Barr, who herself is Jewish, lost her job for making some sort of comment that was deemed, you know, inappropriate, you know, even as a comedian, you know, by ABC. ABC has a terrible track record of consistency when it comes to, you know, how it deals with people who break their unwritten rules. So, you know, I don't want Whoopi Goldberg canceled any more than I want Joe Rogan canceled, which is not at all. I don't want any of them canceled, but I would like them all to be treated fairly and the same way, but they're not. You know, if they're seen as conservative, then they lose their job. If they are deemed, you know, to be liberal enough, then they are given a pass. So. Jeff Potts says, Q changed because they canned a bunch of the writers from the first season and replaced them. Okay. Well, it worked out, so. He became much more likable to me. So I guess it's a good thing that they canned those writers. I mean, I guess they could have done something cool with the character if they maintained him as some sort of like, I don't want to say malevolent, but, you know, I guess malevolent adversary, as opposed to more of a, you know, annoyance to the crew. But you know, the way they did it, I think worked well. And also, I think John, what's his name? John Delancey, is that the name of the actor? I think their version of Q worked better with him because he was sort of a comedian to begin with. Because I remembered him. I knew him from, I think, Days of Our Lives. He played like a comedic character on that soap opera before he was on Star Trek The Next Generation. So I think a more lighthearted, affable Q worked better to his strengths than sort of a, you know, evil Q, I guess. Marsupial Gamer says, and Enterprise was okay. At least they had T'Pol. That's why it was great. Without T'Pol, Enterprise would be lame. Okay, T'Pol made Enterprise well worth watching, and rewatching, and rewatching, and rewatching. So they should just call it the T'Pol show, and then you know, just had it be I don't know, an hour of her going through decontamination every episode. That would have been awesome. Marcelo Gamer says, the CRT in action. She thinks racism can only be against black people. Yeah, right. Seriously. It's just stupid. DJ Pearson says, humor is dead now. They're trying to kill it. You know? It's ridiculous. It's a shame. You're not... 95% of the great comedy over the past 80 years in television probably wouldn't be able to exist today. Probably wouldn't be able to be made today. Just because it'd be shunned and dismissed as being, you know, hateful rhetoric or problematic or blah blah blah, what have you. Jeff Boss says, well, the thing is, the actor who plays Q is very good with snark, so the rewrite played to this actor's strength. Yeah, that was my point. And I think they probably just saw that. They probably, after, you know, when they had him the first season, they probably saw that, you know, the character just worked better, you know, just sort of focusing on what he did best. It's like a sort of a sarcastic foil to Jean-Luc Straight Man. Let's see, XXX. Like someone needs my help with something. Duty calls. This part of something fantastic. Hope to catch next stream. God bless all. Hey DJ, you take care. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Actually, it's about 3:51 right now. I've been streaming for a little over an hour, I think. Let me see. Yeah, about an hour and a half. So I'll probably stop in about 10 minutes, and then continue off stream. They give me time to take a break, stretch my legs, and then I'll be back later on in the week to draw something else. What am I going to be drawing next? Oh, I know. I think I'm going to be drawing Data next from Star Trek. So, and then after that, probably, I'm guessing, I'm gonna guess Jordy afterwards. So there are no hard and fast rules of what I'm gonna be drawing. I'm just sort of playing it by ear. You know. I think last time I was drawing characters from the Karate Kid. This time I'm drawing characters from Star Trek, Next Generation. Who knows what I'll draw next time? Well, I drew Blade. Last time I started Blade, and I did finish him. Let me show you the finished Blade that I did. That I started. I think it was. When was it? Was it last week? Can't remember. Anyway, here it is. That's the finished image of Blade. Looks like that's done. So it's a little crooked. There we go. Boom. Marsupial Gamer says, "Wow, awesome, cool. Glad you like it." And again, $60 if you want it. But yeah. So I'll do the same thing with Jean-Luc here when I'm done. Marsupial Gamer says, "I love the hair. Thanks." You know, it was easy because all this is just me doing little curly cues. Our Super Gamer says it's $60 for the Blade and Mr. Miyagi together. No, they're $60 each. So, you know, you can have one for $60. You can have both for $120. If you live in the USA, then it's free shipping. So. I'm already finding stuff that I've kind of messed up on, but I'll fix it off stream. I think I made his head too small. Jean-Luc's got a huge head, huge noggin, so I underestimated the size of his brain pan. Are you selling the Star Trek ones? Yeah, all these drawings are for sale, so, you know, they're all $60 each. So if you want any of them, just let me know. Just, I think the information is down below in the blah blah blah. What's it called? Description below. Just contact me via social media, Twitter or whatever, and then I'll send you the payment info in terms of like where to send the money, and then once I receive it and your mailing address, then I will ship out the artwork to you ASAP. Hey, Liam's baby. That's scary. Is that you talking about? Is that Liam Gray's baby? If so, that's scary. But how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Tell your dad we said hi. Marsupio says, "Cool. I might like this Picard one." Cool. Awesome. Well, keep an eye out for it on social media. Like I said, I will be posting it. I'll probably be posting these next week, the finished ones. So just make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram and the like, and you'll see it. It'll show up. And it's first come, first serve. So if you see it and you like it, contact me as soon as possible, because someone else may like it too. Nasser may see it and he might love it, and he might just decide to drop a cold $60 to get it as soon as he sees it. So Liam's baby says, "My father's better than Nasser. He also wants to hire you for Xenotype 2. Okay. Cool. As long as he prints it in the right direction, you know. I don't want to put all that work into it only to have it not read properly. Okay, I think I'm done for now. Let's see. It looks pretty good. Not too shabby. Not too bad. I've done worse. I'll probably do worse in the future, but I will finish this off screen. And yeah, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Liam's baby, subscribe to my channel if you would. Hit the like button. Give this live stream a thumbs up, and make sure to hit the bell for notifications of future videos, because I will be back later on in the week. I'm not sure when. Might be Wednesday, might be Thursday, might be tomorrow. I don't know. Hit the bell for notifications. Make sure the bell is set for all notifications, so that no matter when I sign on, you'll get that notification from YouTube. And yeah, I want to thank everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Jeff Potts, thank you very much. Marsupial Gamer, Liam's baby, everybody else, Yash, thank you very much for hanging out with me, spend some time with me. And I will see you guys later, okay? Go over to Matt Costin's channel. Check him out. He's doing some great artwork. He's working on his book Modded, which I believe will be, he will be crowdfunding it in, I think, next month. Either next month or April. They'll announce a crowdfunding campaign for Modded. And but Matt Costin is drawing the pages right now, I believe, on his channel. So go over there right now, Matt Costin, MattCossin, and subscribe, like his video, show him some attention. Okay. Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.